Ever launch xTOOL Studio and the empty canvas hits you with that awkward silence? Today we're fixing that. Atom is xTool's community hub that tries to take you from blank canvas to real projects without needing to be a graphic designer. I will show you how to use it like a shortcut, not like a scrolling hobby. And we're making a real project from a downloaded file. Welcome back to Severna Builds. Quick disclaimer, this is not sponsored, not paid. I bought my own laser. I'm just a customer who went down the Atom rabbit hole and found a lot of stuff that is actually useful. And I know some of you are skeptical. You hear ecosystem and you start reaching for your wallet with one hand and a stress ball with the other. Totally fair. So I'm not here to sell you Atom. I'm here to show you how to use it as a shortcut so you spend less time guessing and more time making. Also, this is the maker version of browsing. We're not here to do the Netflix thing where you spend 30 minutes just scrolling that library and then giving up. We're here using filters like power tools. Here's the simplest way to think about Atom. It is the central community hub and resource engine for xTOOL. A big library of project files plus design tools like AImake plus education like Academy plus a community reward system. And I love this description because it nails the vibe. Atom is basically Pinterest meets Amazon inside the xTOOL ecosystem. I think of it as a massive curated repository designed to bridge the gap between having a laser and actually making something profitable or beautiful. Translation: if you can't draw, Atom is your design department. When I say ecosystem, I'm not trying to sound fancy or anything. I just mean the whole little universe xTOOL is building. So you got Studio is the workshop, Atom is the library and marketplace, AImake is the idea machine, and Academy is the help desk. It is all connected for better or worse. Now, you can access Atom from within xTOOL Studio using that Explore feature if you happen to be in the home area. This keeps you inside Studio. You can filter for what you're looking for, check out what is trending, the latest projects, and what people like and have downloaded the most. If you are inside a project already, you can also access a more compact version of Atom using the Projects menu, or you can go directly to atom.com. The website is better for discovery and community stuff, and I think Studio is better when you just want to get something done. Either way, there are many ways to play, as they say. Oh, in the home area of a Studio, you will also find the xTOOL Academy. Or if you're in atom.com already, you can find it under the Learn Hub. Keep that in the back of your pocket as a support tool. In a nutshell, xTOOL Academy is a more structured school for makers. They offer step-by-step tutorials that range from unboxing your laser to advanced techniques like rotary engraving or 3D relief. I think it's pretty cool stuff to try if you're either lost or you want to level up your game. Also, you can use Academy and pretty much the whole website even if you don't own an xTOOL machine yet. This part surprises people because Atom works fully even if you don't own an xTOOL machine. As long as you create an account, you can use Atom and access the entire feature set, including AImake. And Atom is also machine agnostic in the sense that formats like SVG or DXF can be used in other software too. So if you're shopping around, you can still browse projects and learn what's possible. So again, the website atom.com is for discovery, community, and education. Studio is for execution and making the laser do the thing. All right, we're about to do the fun part, browsing projects and grabbing a file. But before we get clicking like kids in a candy store, there are 3 quick setup things that will save you from getting interrupted at the worst possible moment. Important reality check. You can browse Atom without an account, but you need an account to download files, use that AImake, and interact with most of the ecosystem. You also want a stable internet connection. This is cloud connected. If your workshop Wi-Fi is held together by hope, keep that in mind. And when you set up an account, you get starter credits. 200 credits is the number that I keep seeing. Those credits will keep coming up here and there in the website. Nothing wrong with it. They got to pay the engineers and the developers, right? Step 1, if you're new or you just want a guarantee win, start with Explore. Explore is the shortcut. It organizes projects into categories, so you're not digging through everything. Machine matching is a big deal here. ATOMM lets you narrow down projects by machine series. It is basically the difference between a project that feels plug and play and one that turns into a troubleshooting episode. On the Explore page, ATOMM basically says, let me be your project matchmaker. Craft is the how. Engraving, cutting, printing. So you're not mixing up workflows right out of the gate. Lifestyle is the what. Home decor, accessories, boxes, toys, kitchen, pets. All the stuff that people actually want to keep or gift. This is where your laser stops being a hobby and starts being a little factory of cool. Festival is the calendar cheat code. Valentine's, Easter, Halloween, Christmas, and pretty much everything in between. If you sell, this section is basically ATOMM tapping you on the shoulder like, hey, people are shopping for this right now. Culture is where it gets spicy. Heritage, symbols, patterns, and yeah, those dream catchers are something else. And those dragons. Whoever made those dragons understood the assignment. Then you have inspiration, which is a candy store, total candy store. Beginner projects, jigs, and those test grids that are totally worth saving because they turn, I think this setting will work, into a I know it will. If the material testing inside Studio does not give you that secure, comfortable feeling yet, go to ATOMM and search for material testing. I did it for coasters. You will get pictures from people who ran their tests and documented it with pictures and some extra info for us. I think this is a fantastic real-world starting point. Use that as a baseline, and then you can fine-tune it for your machine. And of course, the material section does exactly what you hope it does. It groups projects by material. So instead of guessing what works on slate or basswood or acrylic, you can start with what other people already tested. Once you want the full database, you go to the laser and cut page. This is the big searchable archive, and this is where the filters become those power tools that we were talking about. If you remember nothing else, remember this. Filters prevent design fatigue. Filters prevent wasted time. Now, a quick pro tip before you click anything. You can filter ATOMM results between free projects and premium paid projects. Free is great for experimenting and learning your workflow. Premium is usually where you get the more complete package. Better photos, clearer instructions. And sometimes they come with multiple files that make the whole build a lot smoother. I'm not saying you need to buy anything. I'm saying you have options. And the quality difference is often very noticeable. Filter 2 that I would keep in mind is that included files, choose XCS whenever you can. An XCS file is not just a drawing. It often comes with layers and settings already mapped out for xTOOL Studio. This is beginner friendly and it can be a serious time saver though. Filter 3 with instructions. If you're doing anything beyond a flat engrave, I think you want instructions. So you're not assembling a puzzle from vibes. Also, ATOMM literally categorizes proven sellers. Keychain, tumblers, cutting boards, coasters. This is the profit shortcut for you guys who want the hobby to pay for itself. One thing I genuinely like about ATOMM is you don't have to guess what is good. People leave comments, they ask questions, And you can see signals like downloads and how many times it was saved to favorites. You get evidence, not vibes. And if the instructions or comments are in another language, remember that your browser is pretty easy to translate. Just right click, translate. All this makes Atom way more useful very quickly. Now, the talk of the town, right? AImake. AImake is xTool's built-in AI design tool inside the whole ecosystem. Think of it as a fast idea generator that can create images for engravings, help you remix style, and get from I have a concept to I have something on the canvas in minutes. You type what you want, pick a style, and it generates options you can bring into your project though. It is not magic. You still want to clean things up for laser work, but it is a seriously useful starting point when you want custom art without starting from zero. I have been testing it, using all my credits, buying more credits. I'm totally hooked. I have been doing coaster designs, safari animals, tribal birds, and next I want to redo them into a geometric line style. I mentioned AImake in my previous xTOOL videos, and I did a quick demo. I'm doing a full AImake video next, but I wanted you to know what it is and why it matters here. Before we get too excited and start listing this on Etsy, there is one quick thing you should always check. Tip number 1, before you sell anything, read the fine print on the licensing. Inform yourself. Do not assume. Most files give you a license to sell physical finished products, usually up to a limit of about 1,000 units. Now, if you plan to mass produce more than that, you need to contact the creator for an extended license. The no-go zone is you cannot resell the digital files. So yes, sell the coaster. No, don't sell the SVG. I'm not giving legal advice here. I'm giving you the maker survival skill. Click the license info and read it. Now that we have the selling basics out of the way, here are a couple more quick tips that people usually skip. Tip number 2, understand the licensing and the copyright reality around the AI-generated images. AImake has a very clear stance. Once you generate an image, you can use it, and they state there are no third-party claims or restrictions from their side. Here's the nuance. Copyright law around raw AI output is still a very gray area globally. But again, don't take my word for it. What do I know, right? Inform yourself. And Atom has a very strict transparency policy. Creators must label AI-assisted projects, and premium paid projects cannot be raw, unmodified AI output. That protects buyers because paid files should have real human testing and meaningful edits. Again, I'm no legal expert. You have to do your own homework and try to keep up with AI copyright info to stay out of trouble. Tip number 3, yes, you can earn money here. Atom has a premium creator program. You apply, get reviewed, and if you're approved, you can monetize designs. The number that I've seen advertised is up to 80% commission. Let's talk credits without making it weird. Credits are all over xTOOL Studio, and they're in Atom as well. You get 200 credits for setting up an account. Credits are used for some premium projects and for tools like AImake. And credits are not only a paywall, they're also an incentive system. Share instructions, participate, enter contests, and there is a reward pipeline that you can turn into credits or even gear. They run real contests with real prizes, gift cards, hardware, big totals. If you are already building something, I'd say you might as well just build it and submit it. And for AImake specifically, there are cases where credits can be partially refunded. So if you misclick or generate it fast, don't panic. Read what the prompt says each time because that's where the real rules live. Quick doors to know about. The Learn Hub is basically your expertise insurance. Material settings, academy, and a maker blog that can reduce trial and error before you burn expensive material. And like I mentioned earlier, academy is the structure school, beginner to advanced. Now, I'm going to try to pick a crowd pleaser, and also considering the date, hopefully we'll find something nice for Valentine's. My criteria is very simple. I want something nice, reasonable to make in a short period of time, and minimal assembly drama. Alrighty, I think we're committing. So let's download it and make it real. Now we do what I call the reality check. Number 1, size. Does this fit my material? Number 2, layers. What is engraved? What is score? What is cut? Number 3, is anything hiding off the canvas? Number 4, preview. Always try to preview. Preview is cheaper than wasted material. Now, not all designs allow for previews. And the current version of the preview within Studio is much better than the one I tried a few weeks back. Still, it is not perfect, but it helps a lot. And here's a major shortcut. If a file was made for a different xTOOL machine, you can often adapt it. Switch the machine type in Studio, then recheck your settings and the dimensions. It is definitely not magic. You still verify, but it saves a ton of time. Now we're in the real world. I'm going to set this up the way I always do, make sure the material is secure, check the focus, and we run it. Of course, always double check your own settings, do material testing, and all that good stuff. This design doesn't take a lot of plywood, which is great. And in literally 5 minutes between engraving and cutting, this is done. Now, if you count from download to focusing the laser, sizing our plywood, then the tweaking of the engraving and cutting settings, it took literally about 10 minutes. This is why ATOMM exists. It turns I have a laser into I have a finished product. Before we continue, if this kind of skip the headache workflow helps, hit like and subscribe. I am doing more xTOOL Studio videos that end with a finished product, not a software tour. Alright, so this little guy was a lot of fun to make. The project itself is so easy, so straightforward. I needed something quick, a quick demo for you guys, right? But I also wanted something nice for my better half, right? So win-win. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you give ATOMM a try. And let me know in the comments, what are you gonna make, or if you've made something already. In the next video, we're going to take a deep dive into AImake. I'll show you some of my favorite prompts. I'll share with you some of my projects, and we'll continue to see what else is inside xTOOL. Alright, that's it for me. I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. I know I have. I'm going back to the garage, continue to make some more stuff there with AImake. Hopefully you guys will tune in for the next video. This is Alex for Severna Builds. I will see you guys on the next one. So long.